Welcome back. It's Defender Fabrication. My name's Scott, and this is episode 9 of Show and Tell. The idea behind the Show and Tell series is to give you an advanced look at some of the products that you might purchase to install on your own street rod race car project that we are installing here at the shop. What we've got here is a wheelie bar kit from Competition Engineering. Their part number C2016. This is an old style wheelie bar kit that we're going to put on the project, the Old School Cool Camaro. If you're not familiar with that project, there will be a series of videos, including one dedicated to the installation of these wheelie bars. First notes on this is the packaging. These were ordered through Summit Racing, and a lot of times they'll ship these in another box. And even though these were ordered with some other parts, these were shipped separately and just as you see them. And there was a little bit of damage to the box. I don't know if we've lost any parts or not, but we'll see here before it's over with. And there was another rip right here. But we'll see what we've got. Let's take a look. These appear to be the flat springs for the bottom. Now this kit is supposed to be chrome plated, and it appears, and I don't know whether this will show up on the camera or not, it appears that one side of this is plated and the other is not. In addition, there are some little divots that look like they were made by set screws. There's a pair there, and there's a pair there. Now I'm assuming that when these get installed, the chrome side will be up so that you don't see the rough side. Little shmoo on there. I gotta tell you, I'm not real impressed with the chrome plating. It doesn't look great. There is, if you look down that hole, that appears I think those holes are water jet cut, and I think that there is some shmoo inside of that. Yeah. And what they probably have done, and you can see the sanding scratches in this, is they run this through a surfacer, and the drum or the belt turns this way, and that hole caught that shmoo. But hopefully this comes up on camera, but you can see the scratches in that. So that's not what I call super impressive. The interesting part, if you think about it, that stuff that is built up on that hole, that's got to be from a surfacing operation. So that means that this aluminum piece is probably an extrusion, and then they surface it, this is at least the side that's going to be chromed, maybe both, although that buildup is only on this top side, this chrome side, and it's still on there, and the chrome plating, this plating has to be done after all of that. So they're evidently not cleaning that part, this part, after the surface prep. So this is your bracket for the axle. So that chrome piece bolts up underneath of here. And then this welds to your axle. This part appears to be punched out. You can see when it's sheared, it leaves a smooth spot and then a part where the metal actually breaks. So like this top side here, this would have been sheared, the punch would have went through this way. Then, or depending upon how it's on the press. Anyway, then it kind of smears one half, and then the other half, it kind of breaks away, and then you get a little taper on that part. And that parting, the line between that should be about halfway through, which indicates proper alignment on their punch and die. Although you can see here on this part up through here, it's not dead center, so their alignment's off a little bit there. And then on this part, see, there's very little of the smooth section, and it's all breaking away. So that's probably too tight a tolerance on that die. Parts MIG welded together. The welds look fully functional, no problems there. So there's a second one of those. More of the same. The little residue from some smoke around that weld indicating that they probably didn't prep this. There's no indication that the surface was prepped before that weld was made. We're not going to cut that in half to make sure that they got good penetration or anything, but likely it will be just fine. You know, I thought this stuff was made in USA, but the cardboard and the plastic kind of reeks of China. I don't see any indication as to where these are made. The wheels don't look exceptional. Die cast aluminum hub, and then some kind of soft plastic tire. The bearings don't feel great. They're packed with grease, so it's hard to tell. Two wheels. This will be your bracket for your wheels. Now the chrome plating on this looks a lot better than on that lower leaf. Springs. Now these are not chrome plated. Looks like just maybe a cadmium plate. Bag o' hardware. Where they put that tube end on, it must be somewhat automated. They've got overlap. The weld looks like it starts there, it goes all the way around, and then ends there. It doesn't look bad, but it would be interesting to cut that in half and see what's actually there. I've never put any of these together, so I'm not sure what these pieces are for. Little spot right there where there's no chrome. Probably wasn't clean when they plated it. Boy, that weld. Might be able to say that's functional. That's about as far as I would go. All right. Parting thoughts. I would say that I'm not super impressed. I think they're having these things made overseas. The price kind of reflects that. So, you know, take it for what it's worth, I guess. Anyway, that's a look. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please feel free to leave a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever suits your fancy. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. And I'll see you on the next episode of Show and Tell. Thanks for watching.